Beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Let me show you how to make this one shoulder sleeve asymmetric ruched top by Vicky James using the slash and spread method. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, beautiful people. I'll be cutting this beautiful Vicky James top. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to draft your basic bodice measurements. So this is just a normal basic bodice pattern, and I've curved the armhole, which is 8, the shoulder slope. Then I've taken the bust measurements. So this is the quarter of the bust measurement, quarter of the under bust measurement, and this is the waist measurement. And I added 1 inch dart to the waist. For my waistline, I came down by 6 inches for my dart, and I just come down 1 inch for my bust, then roll it to my waist. This is just a basic bodice block with a top length of 26 inches, and I added my allowance and my dart allowance also, so it's simple. So since it's a one shoulder dress, I went ahead to replicate what I have at this left side. I replicated it at our right side of the bodice. This will be our right, and this will be our left. This will be our front bodice. So the same thing I did for the front, I went ahead to do the same thing for the back. So this will be, so just imagine this is your fabric, this will be under that, this is your back, and this is your front. So I'll just place the two bodies on each other, because we'll be cutting the one shoulder sleeve together with the back. This is our back now, this is the left, and this is the right. So after I have pinned my front and back bodies together, I've pinned them together. At my left shoulder, I'll come in by ½ inch. And at my right shoulder, I'll come down by 6 inches. So I came down from here to here by 6 inches, and I came in here by ½ inch. After doing that, I'll just go ahead to make a curve from this ½ inch I came in. I'll just make a curve like this. Then I'll just extend it like this. So you can see how it is. I came in by ½ inch here, then I came down by 6 inch here, then I just curved it straight to the arm. So for the back, I want the back to be more firmer. So instead of me coming in by 6 inch for the back, I'll be coming in by 5½ inches. You can see. So I'll just roll 5.5 inches. This is for the back. Why? This is for the front. So for the front neckline, I came down by 6 inches. But for the back neckline, I came down by 5.5 inches. Because the back should be able to hold the one shoulder sleeve properly. From this ½ inch here, from this ½ inch I came in, I'll just go ahead to just curve it to the shoulder. And I'll extend it to the armhole like this. I'm not using this line, so I'll just slant it like this to the armhole. This black marker will be for the front neckline, while this red marker will be for the back neckline. That is it for the front and back neckline. So I'll just go ahead to cut it. I'll first cut the back neckline. So I've cut out the back neckline. After cutting the back neckline, I'll go ahead to separate the front piece from the back piece. So now that I've cut the back neckline, I'll just go ahead to separate it. So this is our back. Then I will cut our front neckline now. See our front, and you can see our back. See that our back neckline, our front neckline is lower than our back neckline. Our back neckline is higher by 0.5 inches. So before I cut the front, I'll go ahead to slit the back part open, because now there's like a zipper at the back. So this is for our back neckline. I've slitted it open. When I'm sewing it, I'll be adding darts to the back, and I'll be adding my 2-inch zipper allowance to the back also. Now for our front part, if you notice that for this front part, I only put our dart allowance at the left side. This is because we don't need any dart allowance at the right side. So you can see from the style, we'll be having only dart allowance at the left side. We don't need any dart allowance at the right side because it's going to be gathers around the side. So from the middle of my armhole, this is my armhole. My armhole is 8. So the middle of my armhole is 4. I'll be coming down by 1 inch. By 1 inch, then I'll be curving it to my bust. So you can see where I curved it to my bust. The style at my waistline, I'll be coming down by 4.5 inches. Then I'll be curving it to the middle of my darts here. So you can see how I curved it. I came down from the middle of my armhole by 1 inch. Then I curved it to my bust, and I came down from here like this by 4.5. I know our full length is 26, so I came down 4.5. Then I curved it from the middle of my darts. Then after that, I'll just be slitting. I'll be opening my darts. So I'll go ahead also to cut this piece. So I'll be gluing this side. This piece here, I'll be gluing it to this side here, like this. So I'll be closing it. So this is how it is looking after I've closed the dart around this area. At this side, at the downside here, I'll be coming up by 2.5 inches. Then I'll just roll it to this line here. Then around this edge, I'll be coming down by 4 inch. Around this edge, I'll be coming down by 4 inch. Then I'll just be slanting it to this area here. From this side here, I came down by 4 inch. This side here, I came up by 2.5. So I'll just go ahead to cut it out. So this is how the top is looking. For my back, I need to replicate what I actually cut at the front to the back so that it can rhyme. Though I won't be cutting it like this, I'll just be cutting it straight to this side here. The back bodice to the front bodice, I should have cut it together initially, but since I didn't, I'll just go ahead to, I came up by here 2 inches, same thing I did here, 2 inches, and I came down here by 4 inches. So I did the same thing to the back, so it came down by 4 inches. Then I marked it to the bust points, which is 4. So I'm just going to cut the back.
Initially, I followed the shape of the front, but I later changed it to just a slant shape at the back without following the front pattern. It depends on your choice. You can do this or a slant shape at the back. You know, I used a top length of 26 inches. When I was sewing it, I later trimmed it down to 24 inches. So take notes, you can reduce the length if it is too long.
Our front piece. So the last thing we're going to do to our front piece is to slash and spread. Slash and spread. So in no particular order, I'll just be making lines on it. So after making lines on it, I'll try to be slitting it. I will ensure I don't reach the edge of my paper. I'll just get it to slit it open like this. So I just went ahead to slash it like this. In no particular order, in no particular spacing, I'll just be placing it on my fabric like this. I slanted it like this, so I just wanted it to spread like easily. And if you notice that all the side, I actually cut to the end. But you notice that when I got to slightly the bust area here, I did not cut it to the end because the top there is not much slant or gathers around this side. So I just slanted this, just not to the end, not to the end, not to the end, not to the end, not to the end. But it will just have just little spacing, but not to the end. I didn't cut slanted to the end, but this area here, I slanted it to the end. So I spread it in no particular order or inches. I just ensure that I spread it. Then you can see at this side, I didn't slant it to the edge too much. I just slanted it just a bit, just to have little spaces there, because the gather actually goes to this place. So I'll go ahead. Then I added 0.5 sewing allowance around it, the shoulder and the neck area. So when I'm done cutting, I'll be cutting a lining piece for it also, and I'll just go ahead to gather this side to the original shape. So I'm gonna have to cut it and the lining piece together. This is the back part. I've gone ahead to add my zipper allowance, and at the waist here I came in by 1 inch, then I added the 1 inch to the side. Here I also came in by 1 inch and added the 1 inch to the side. This is so that the zip can sit well at the back of the top. So I've added my zipper allowance and my sewing allowance around it. So I'll just go ahead to sew it now. So you can see I just went ahead to make a straight stitch from this point here to this edge here. Then I gathered it. The lining also, you can see I just did a straight stitch, a straight gathers on it. Then I'll just be, because this is the lining piece. I just went ahead to make a straight gathers on it. Then I'll just be pulling it out. That's where I actually make this part of the top. Just go ahead to attach this piece on it. I'll sew and stitch to this area, and I'll do the same thing for the lining also. I've put that at the back piece, then I've attached it to the lining. I've used the lining to just turn only the neck. So let's go to the front piece. This is the front piece that I actually joined. So I went ahead to make a strap for the front piece. I'll just go ahead to place it here at the side, yeah, then I'll stitch on it. So this is how it is looking after I've attached the off-shoulder sleeve to it. So there's a cape at this side.
I will just go ahead to place the brown paper under the clothes.
To cut the cape, I just went ahead to place it on a paper like this. I'll just go ahead to mark the shape of my neck. So you can see the cape now. It is going to go around from here. So I went ahead to cut 2 pieces of the cape. So this is it. I'm gonna have to attach the cape to it. You can see I turned the cape from this area. I turned it with the off-shoulder strap, and I used the hemming gum to glue it in place. I turned it with the off-shoulder strap. Then this piece I just sew it on the neckline. I'm going to use the lining piece to turn the neckline and the armhole. Way it is looking, I'm gonna add to attach this main piece to the lining. I've also did the same thing. Then I went ahead to attach the other end of this our off-shoulder sleeve. I've attached it to the back here, then I've sewn on it. Same thing as here, I've joined the shoulder. So the next thing I'm going to do is to turn this armhole. So this is how I'll just turn it like this. Turn it like this, put everything inside like this. So you can see the way I hold it. So I'll just go ahead to turn the armhole like this. Then after that, I'll be sewing the sides of the top.
I also made a palazzo trouser to the top. If you want a palazzo tutorial, you can let me know in the comment section.
I went ahead to add collar stay, as I said before, to the cape because I wasn't liking the way it was looking. So after I did that, I turned the armhole. I turned the armhole and I did the zipper at the back of it. Then I also reshaped the back part. You can see it's no longer the shape of the front. So you can see the inside of the zipper. So, and I turned the underside. I'll show you the inside now. So you can see the inside. So I just went ahead to turn it through the sides of the top, through the sides. Then I went ahead to whip it. You can see how neat the zipper area is.
Thanks for watching to the end. Please like, subscribe, comment if you found value in this video. See you in my next video. Bye.